Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome live on stage the man himself, it's Dazzer! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in. Guten Abend if you Deutsch. Welcome to Dazzer's Football Stand. Welcome to Dazzer's Transfer Show, actually. It's Donald Johnson from Middlesbrough, north east of England today. And welcome those who have tuned in. Welcome to Liam Martin. Welcome to Joe Willett. Welcome to Kieran Kyle. Welcome everyone who has tuned in. Red Vicky, obviously. I nearly said welcome to Hey Guys. I was just reading Kieran's comments at the same time. Let's have a look here. I'm not a minute late. I played the music on time. The intro takes about 30 odd seconds anyway. But I'll say, this is Dazzer Transfer Show where everything happens. We will be doing the transfers till 22, and then we'll have the final thoughts and stuff, and then end the stream there. We don't have to do the wheel tonight. And when I introduce the guest, I will explain what's been going on. I've literally just had to change my glasses around. So I forgot I still had my normal glasses on. So I had to quickly change that. But we're joined by a guest tonight. And this is the penultimate episode. Dybala to United, is it still on? Milinkovic-Savic from last week. We'll obviously look at the transfer that we were going to talk about last week, which didn't obviously get to. Some more Boa transfers and all sorts of stuff going on this week as well. So, as I said, let's get straight into it. We're joined by a guest, ladies and gentlemen, from the Man United fan stand. It's not King, it's his brother. It's the United 2.
Oh, hello, guys.
Right.
Hello.
Don't worry about it. Oh, I've just noticed the stream's... Looks like the stream's lagging a tiny bit. Why has it gone up on 480p? I apologise about this. This isn't anything to do with me. I don't know why that's happened. Doesn't seem to be lagging. No, the stream health looks fine. We're dropping frames. Brilliant. Hope it's not too laggy for anyone. If it is laggy, let me know. But I just hope it's not going to be too laggy. If it is too laggy, then I won't be able to do it. I'll have to do it as recorded again, which I don't really want to do. Kieran's for transfer news is just getting ridiculous at the minute. I wish we could just go to bed and wake up when it's all over. I agree. I truly agree with you. Absolutely. You know, transfer news, there's especially the prices these days. Some of the players like Maguire and all them, the prices are way too high. And it's just modern football. Anyways, we're going to start where we left off last week, and one of the things we didn't get into. Is it just me, or is the stream looking really, really laggy? It'll be the dropped frames, I think. It keeps dropping frames all the time now. What's going on? I mean, there's not wrong with the connection, so just OBS, I think it is today. But anyways, now last week we were going to end the show on this and didn't get a chance to actually talk about it. Last week, Milinkovic-Savic had said that he would join Manchester United this summer only if Pogba departed, though, and it would be a 67 million deal with add-ons, and he's already agreed a 5-year deal. If this happened, well, won't it be United's top scorer for this season gone, which is Pogba, who also leads the assist as well for this season. Let me just check that the actual stream doesn't sound bad. If this happened, well, I think it's only the camera that seems to be lagging a bit, but it's, as long as the voice is still fine, that's okay. I don't know what's going on tonight. if it happens, then I think Milinkovic-Savic is a leader. He's a leader who, he doesn't have much Premier League experience, but he's a quality player who bosses that midfield. And that's the player that United do need. And if he did go to United, I think be a big loss for Lazio, man. But I think at the same time, Lazio would definitely bring in a suitable replacement for him. So I think it'd be a good signing for United if it happens. If it doesn't happen, then it's not the end of the world, because there's also other transfers that are still going on. There's a lot of transfers going on at United. Are you still there, mate?
Oh yeah.
Right. I don't know what to call you. I'll just call you United. I'll just call you the United 2 or something. I don't know what to call you. Anyway, United 2 here, of course, is our guest, as I said before. If Milinkovic-Savic joined United and Pogba departed, do you think United... do you think it'd be more beneficial for United?
Well, Pogba, it doesn't seem like he's leaving, though. It doesn't seem like Pogba's going.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of days until the transfer window ends, I don't think Milinkovic-Savic will be coming.
Fair point.
United.
Well, I mean, I'd be surprised if he did go to United, to be quite honest. And I'd be surprised if Pogba went as well. But I just have that inkling about me that Pogba's just gonna go. I mean, he's gone to all the training sessions and stuff so far. He's been quite loyal to United so far in pre-season. And, I mean, if it even did happen, do you think Milinkovic-Savic would fit in the United squad?
No, I mean, our midfield, we need it. I mean, Matic is... Matic... I don't know. To be honest, I can't see... I don't really want Milinkovic-Savic to join Man U, though. I don't think there's room for him.
Okay, fair enough. It's fan opinion that counts. Let me know what your thoughts are in the live chat if you're still watching the stream, as if it's not lagging out. But that's stuff for last week. 67 million now plus add-ons. We could be looking at about 75, 80 million around that price for him, which is quite a lot. But I think, in my opinion, probably worth it. I'll say he disagrees. I think he could fit in the team because I think he'd bossed the midfield around like it'd be like I said this on Kieran's stream before. It'd be like having Alan Sugar playing in centre mid. What were you going to say?
I mean, who would you replace Milinkovic-Savic with?
Well, they're still linked with what Lazio, you mean?
Yeah. Wait, no. Who do you think he would replace in Man United?
Oh, Milinkovic-Savic. Well, he'd be Pogba's replacement probably because.
Oh yeah, he would only join.
He'd only join if he went, so that would mean that if Milinkovic-Savic came, he'd be Pogba's replacement.
Oh yeah.
But then at the same time, United need another midfielder to replace whoever. In Bruno Fernandes.
I think McTominay can fill Herrera's space.
That's true. A couple of comments coming in here. BVS1, thanks for joining the stream, says Dybala go to Man U and Lukaku to Juventus. We're going to mention that later on in the stream. Rashford Durrell, thanks for joining the stream. But today's Dybala's D-Day. The Milinkovic-Savic thing is smoke screen. Well, this is what happened last week. I just always start from where I left off last week. As I said, it probably isn't happening now. So just thought I'd mention that. That's what we were going to talk about last week, and unfortunately didn't get onto it. Please do leave a like if you've done so and get your comments in the live chat. I do apologise if the camera's lagging a bit. I no idea what's going on. The OBS is dropping frames. It's dropping about 8,000 frames, which isn't good. But the stream health's still okay according to the live dashboard, so don't know what's happening. Now I can do about that, unfortunately, so I do apologise. Anyways, on to this week's sheet, and we have quite a lot to get through. And the first thing I'm going to talk about, the first thing on the list is two Borough things. But before we do that, I'm going to mention some breaking news that has come in about an hour ago, and about an hour or so ago, and that was new signing for Arsenal. Nicolas Pepe, 72 million club record signing from Lille on a 5-year deal. Nicolas Pepe was one of the star right mids in Ligue 1 last season. He was fantastic at Lille, one of the best Lille players I think I've seen for a while. Does he have what it takes in the Premier League? Maybe, maybe not. It depends. I mean, we can't really judge him that much because I don't know what he's going to be like in the Premier League. I don't even know if he has that much experience in the Premier League. Doesn't have that much experience according to my knowledge. And 72 million is quite a lot, but he's a star player. But will he do exactly the same at Spurs? Why do I get Spurs mixed up with Arsenal? Will he do exactly the same at Arsenal and become a star player there? That's the main talking point. Do you think Nicolas Pepe will become one of the star players at Arsenal?
I mean, Arsenal are struggling at the moment. I mean, a 4-1 crushing defeat to Chelsea. I mean, they haven't had the best of pre-seasons. So I think Arsenal do need a new signing. But I also think Arsenal should get a centre-back, like we do.
They beat Bayern in pre-season.
Oh, yeah.
The ICC.
I think it was 2-1, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So,
bit embarrassing for Bayern.
So Nicolas Pepe is a good player, and I think he'll suit Arsenal well. And Arsenal do need another midfielder. I mean, because Aubameyang and Lacazette they have a good attack, but they just need to work on mid and defence. The keeper's alright, but yeah, they just need to work on the defence and midfield.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say, I apologise if you hear any... no, what's happened? I apologise if you hearing any background noise. I've had to put a fan on because it's like sitting in a flaming sauna, to be honest. That's my fault. I don't have the windows open half time. A couple of comments here. As far as put streams okay on mine. Fergie United, thanks for joining. Great stream. Thank you very much for joining. Nicolas Pepe, what a signing, to be honest, is Rashford. I totally agree. And Dexter put, yo, thank you very much for joining the stream. Please do leave a like if you haven't already done so. This is the penultimate episode. For those who don't know, if anyone's wondering what penultimate means, it means second to last. I made that mistake when I put penultimate game, and it was the final home game, and I've put penultimate home game. And I didn't know it meant second to last. So this is the second to last episode. Last episode is next week. And that is with Dan from Football Fan Fever. Hopefully, if he can't come on, then I'll have to do it solo. And then 15th is the bonus episode with a very special guest. Well, as things stand, as far as I know. But let's carry on as we are. Nicolas Pepe, a fantastic signing for Arsenal. But will he... Stream resumed. Wait a sec. Not sure what's happening. He just says the stream is continuing. Has the stream gone for anyone? I don't know what's happening here. I'm really confused. Hope you can still hear me though. I apologise about this. I don't know what's going on today. But we are about 15 minutes in. Let's keep it going. Nah, I don't know what's going on. It just lags quite a bit. As long as the voice isn't lagging, that's fine. Anyway, we'll carry on as we were. Nicolas Pepe, I don't know if he has what it takes for the Premier League. It's a totally different ball game, but who knows? Anything can happen. Oh, here we go. Rashford Rowers put a comment here. But I have arguments with Arsenal fans who say Nico is better than Washi. Who's Nico? Oh, Nicholas, it means, I think. But look at what Rashford does at 21. Look what Pepe does at 21. I mean, he's probably scored more goals than Rashford. Oh, he's a quality player. Quality. Anyway, that's that one. I think we both think it's probably going to suit Arsenal. £72 million note. Do you think that's a reasonable price, or do you think is that a bit high?
Yeah, I think I think that's a good price for that.
Interesting. Interesting. Fair enough. But I think 72 million is quite dear for someone from the league and to the Premier League. But when you look at it, I think with the quality he has in him, I think between 60 and 75, I think is a reasonable amount. Anyway, that's the breaking news. This one. On to the next one. And this is 2 Middlesbrough signings, and they were made on Friday and Saturday last week. Sorry, no, it's not Saturday. Friday and Sunday, I think. And let's have a look here. Rashford Rogers put he's 24, but he hasn't done what Rashford done now 3 years ago. Fair enough. So Borough signed Marcus Brown from West Ham, who is a youngster with a lot of upcoming prospect, and Mark Bowler from Blackpool, who is, I believe, a left back. And they both made their debuts against Saint Etienne, and both of them, I felt, they played decent. They both got 45 minutes each. I felt they both put in a decent performance on their debut, and I think I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do in the league. Do they have what it takes for the Championship with it being so tough? Maybe. I think for Brown it's a bit of a step down from the West Ham team to the Championship. But for Mark Bowler, it's a step up from League One or League Two. I can't remember which league Blackpool. I'm getting mixed up with the leagues now. It's that confusing. Blackpool League One, I'm sure they are. The stream looks okay now, so thank God for that. Welcome to Plain Spotting Ringway. Thanks for joining the stream. And Mark Bowler, I think, is an exciting prospect. It's Jonathan Woodgate, obviously unexperienced manager-wise. And I think he's doing decent so far. He's bringing in some youth players. He's also brought back Thomas Mejias for some reason. I don't know why he brought him back. I've never been a fan of him. And obviously that was Thomas Mejias coming back from... They actually brought him back after he was gone for about 2 seasons in the Cyprus League, which I'll admit, no one can say that I don't have a clue what I'm on about with regards to Thomas Mejias, because does anyone watch the Cyprus League? No, because it's never on TV and I don't have any way of watching the Cyprus League. So, yeah. We got a few starts for his team in the Cyprus. I can't remember what they were called now. But 3 signings so far for Borough, and it's been decent. And also Woodgate said yesterday he's looking at making another 2 signings. So, look, it'll be 2 centre-backs. Who knows? So, yeah, 2 decent signings, 2 youth players, and 2 exciting prospects. We are nearly halfway through the transfers now. We're 20 minutes in, so we have 20 minutes left to get through all the others. Here's a few United ones. Maguire could still happen for Manchester United. United are willing to pay the £80 million that Leicester wanted originally. A bit high for him. He's 26 mind, still got a lot left in him. It's a bit of a high price, but considering he's English and he plays in the Premier League, I'm not at all surprised. And it's another move to an English club. So I think he's a good player. United would be pretty step high from Leicester, but I think he's got it in him to do well. And I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the other day said he desperately wants him because Bailey got injured the other game. So I can see why he's trying to bring him in. But 80 million is a bit much. But at the same time, I think it would be a job well done for United if we get him. Maguire played well in the World Cup for England. Played well for Leicester City so far. Is he worth 80 million?
No, he isn't. I mean, Brendan Rodgers, former Liverpool manager and Celtic manager, but I mean, it's too high. It is too high. Maguire's about 65, I would go. 65. As Brendan Rodgers is going by
I got confused. Yeah, I know. For some reason, I had the wrong thing in mind because you said he's 65, and you're right. So I'm thinking he's not. I thought you meant he was 65 years old. I'm thinking he's not 65 years old. 65 million. That's my mistake. I misunderstood that badly. I was going to say if he was 65 years old, he wouldn't be playing. But he's 26. I don't think. Yeah, 65 million. Probably a reasonable amount, but you have to remember he's English as well, and he's a Premier League star. That's why they want 80 million.
If we get him for 80 million, he'll be the most expensive defender, and I don't think he's worth it though. From Leicester though.
Yes, but you have to remember Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Yes,
he has to play for Hull, and
yes, but you have to remember. Look at Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Does decent at Crystal Palace, yet they still didn't have a great season. Everyone's doubting him. We bring him in for about 70 million, and he's playing well already at right back. It can work for United. Just depends on where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer puts him in the team. And does he even suit the style of play? If you haven't already done so, please do leave a like. Very much appreciated. Rashford has just put here, United aren't stupid paying that money. Money I want to Maguire. But remember, that's what Koulibaly's worth. And he was the priority. That massive forehead will still save valuation in... I don't know what he's saying. That massive forehead will still say valuation isn't met. He will still say that the valuation isn't met. So basically, the price value is not met.
Oh, okay.
A couple of mistakes in the sentence, I'll admit. I had to try and wiggle my way around that, to be quite honest. If you haven't already done so, please leave a like. I'd like to get to 10 likes. We massively appreciate it. If you are new as well, please do subscribe because we are not far. We're less than 20 away from 700 with 683. So we're doing quite well. And also the link to the United 2 is in the description down below. Not Devon Grecian TV. Thank you very much for joining us. I've not seen you on the channel I've not seen you since the last time. Don't know when that was, mind. Anyways, do you think the Maguire deal will still go ahead though?
I mean,
will they get it done?
I'm not dissing Maguire. I think he is a good player, but I don't know. Will it be Lindelof and maybe Smalling, or I think Smalling will be a backup defender in case Maguire or Lindelof get a red card or get injured or something. So, to be honest, but do you really think that Brendan Rodgers is going to let him go?
I think he will with it being because they asked for 80 million. They asked. Yeah.
I think we're going to get him, to be honest.
I think we'll get him because Leicester said they'll let him go if the United give him 80 million, and they have. They've offered the 80 million. That gets agreed. Maguire passes his medical, signs the contract, done. But we need to get these signings done because the transfer deadline date is in a few days' time. So they need to get it done now. Rashford Rose put that massive forehead is Brendan Rodgers. He just can't shut up about the Maguire valuation. Football Channel HD, thank you very much for joining, mate. Who's watching Crusaders versus Wolves tonight in Europa League? Well, I ain't. I'd rather watch cricket, to be honest. Rashford Rose put Maguire. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's... I think it'll get done, I'll admit. And if it doesn't, I'll be a bit disappointed. And I know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won't be happy either. Next one, another Manchester United. This is the one that was in the title. Manchester United plus Juventus have agreed the Dybala Lukaku swap deal. And also I read something from the Sun earlier. According to the Sun, Cristiano Ronaldo wants Lukaku at Juventus. Debatable. I don't think he's good. I think he's past it I think he's just past it now. No good at United. No good in the Premier League now. He'll make no difference in the Serie A. Be lucky if he gets about 17 starts, I think.
Oh yeah, because they have Mandzukic.
They've got Mandzukic. They've got Ronaldo. They've got Dybala, who's a centre. Oh, yeah, well, they're not going to have Dybala after this. But they've agreed. Say that again?
Is Dybala a forward?
No, he's a cam. And he'll be at United if Lukaku goes. But the deal's been agreed by the clubs. All they have to do is an agreement between the two sides. Lukaku's agent and Dybala's agent. And Dybala did obviously speak to Sarri earlier about his contracts and stuff and all the talks. Whether he's going to still be at Juventus or not. He'll score more goals, and that's what matters as a striker. Yeah. And, well, Dybala's not a striker, he's a cam. But I think if this happens, it's a big transfer for Manchester United, and it's a lot beneficial for United. It means we get rid of the donkey, who's about as good as a wet fart. So, I'd happily see Lukaku sod off. And if Dybala came in, great, because that's an attacking midfielder. But does that mean that United will leave the race for Bruno Fernandes? Because Bruno Fernandes is the cam, Dybala's a cam. If Dybala comes in, does that mean that the Bruno Fernandes deal is going to go off again? I think it will. And Spurs have also been in talks with Fernandes. So
why do teams always copy what we go for?
Because they want United to fall apart. I mean, United fans want Liverpool to fall apart. Dybala plays as a cam's second striker, left wing and false nine. Okay, fair enough. Still left wing striker or cam, basically. If it goes through, do you think United will have the better of the deal? If Dybala came?
Yes. Because Dybala's best of them. Well, you can't really say that, but I would like to see Dybala play for us. No.
I'm concerned he's not got many. He doesn't really have much. He hasn't got any experience. It's the experience. However, be the same for Lukaku. Lukaku's not got much experience in Serie A. Dybala's not got much experience in the Premier League. So, hey ho. It's off to work.
So I think the Bruno Fernandes deal will be off if Dybala comes.
Yeah, probably. I think that'll happen. But, I mean, if they get Dybala, then I think it's a bargain. But I think there's also going to be... Oh, what the hell?
I think both of them.
Oh, what's happened now?
I don't know. I mean, hopefully, Bruno Fernandes is a talented midfielder for Sporting. But will Spurs be? I think I think it looks like we're going to. I don't think this Bruno Fernandes deal's on. I think the Dybala's coming though.
Right, we're back. The stream wanted to crash and then it decided to resume itself again. So I don't know what the hell is happening tonight. Classic technology as usual, but yeah, I agree with what you were saying there. And if you managed to catch what he was saying, by the way, sorry if you didn't, but I agree with what he said there. Next one is another Manchester United one, and a controversial one in my opinion. I don't think this one really should happen. Manchester United are also confident in signing a guy called Hannibal Mejbri from Monaco. Monaco had the worst season ever in Liga, and they were finishing in the bottom. I think they're finishing the bottom three, or just survived relegation. They were trash this season. They were awful this season. Why on earth would Manchester United want to sign Hannibal Medri, who a guy I'll admit I've never heard of, from a team who did absolutely cack this season?
Yeah.
It'd be a controversial one if we
Absolute
brought it in.
joke. I mean, I've never heard of him before. I mean, I don't want him.
No, I don't want him. I don't want him
He can
at
stay
all.
at Monaco.
I mean, it's good that we're looking into signing players, but surely you can get players better than him. I mean, seriously. I mean, I've seen a video of him and it doesn't even look that great. So we don't want to sign players who are going to be bench warmers. I'd rather watch us sign someone good. And by the way, the Football Channel's put Luton 1-1. Put that in the predictions when the actual thing gets uploaded. It'll probably be. I'll probably do it as a premiere anyway. I'm currently in the middle of editing that earlier. He's a young prospect. He's a wonder kid. Watch him every time, but remember he's 16, so he's going into the academy, not the first team. I knew he was young, but he didn't look that brilliant. To be honest, didn't look that great. But oh well, I might be looking at the wrong person. But he's a young prospect. But well, oh yeah, well, I forgot Rashford Drower. Yeah, Rashford Drower was actually French, so he watches the French league anyway. So I'll take your word for it because you watched the league on anyway. But he didn't look brilliant to my eyes, and he's not going into the first team anyway, so that'll be fine. Thank God for that. Big move for him if he does go to United, though. Anyways, I don't really want him, to be honest. And if he goes in the academy, good. Gives him time to actually improve. Next one, we are about 5 minutes or so away before the klaxon goes on this penultimate episode of Dazzer's Transfer Show. This is episode number 11, by the way, I forgot to say. So, there's no more Manchester United news. We're going to go on to this one. Sky in Italy say that Everton have agreed a £27.5 million fee, which could potentially be rising to £36.6 million for Moise Kean from Juventus. He's a youth player who's in his youth, I think he's like 19, plays for Juventus, and he's a good player. He's one of the star youth players in the world. And I think Everton would have a fantastic deal, but it means another striker that Juventus would lose. Yeah, and another good player to lose. He could earn up to 52k a week. And as I said, he's 19 years old. Wait, hold on. Bruno Fernandes is off to Spurs.
Oh my God. We better get Dybala then.
Nothing's come up saying that. Let me have a look. Nothing's come up here, so as far as I'm concerned, I haven't had confirmation. Moise Kean would have played. Joe's put come on FIFA later. I probably will anyway. Cannot believe it. Tottenham are in talks for Fernandes. But there's literally been no more. They're in talks. Doesn't mean he's going to go with them. All right. Yeah. Anyways, on to the next thing anyway. Moise Kean is a quality player. Do you think he'd do well at Everton?
Yes. I think this will be a key signing for Everton. And I think he'll be 52k a week. That'll be amazing for him.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look like it. I don't think it is raining. Doesn't look like it's raining. Manchester is. That's nice. Well, when it rains, it pours. Anyways, you know, I mean, if he goes to Everton, I think it'd be good for Everton. I just don't know if he'd suit. I don't know if he'd suit their team because.
Like Sigurdsson.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would take him some time to actually get used to the Premier League and get used to their style of play. Because it's a different ball game, totally. But he's got experience playing with big lads like Ronaldo as well. So, he'd be playing with Sigurdsson. If Moise Kean does go to Everton, I think Everton could do well this season. Yeah.
Contenders, definitely.
Now, Spurs, of course, are in talks with Bruno Fernandes, but earlier on, according to the Daily Star, Manchester United had secured a total agreement for Sporting Lisbon ace Bruno Fernandes. It had been claimed. That was earlier. And now we came up saying they were in talks with that Spurs are now in talks with Bruno Fernandes. So it's going to be 2-horse race for him. Liverpool, I don't think are going to get him. So it's either going to be United or Spurs. And I think if it was me, I think he'll go for Champions League football over Europa League football. I think any day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
So the chances of United signing him now, I don't think there is any chance now. And I said it was going to be. I said it wasn't going to happen in the first place.
I think he's going to go to Spurs.
He's going to go to Spurs because of Champions League football. Probably why. But yeah, if it doesn't happen, then of course, hey ho, carry on, get Dybala in.
It looks like we've got getting Dybala and he's a cam, so.
Yeah, Ipswich Rules. Nick Muller, thanks for joining. We have 2 more left to get. We might get through these 2 before the end of this show. The next one, this is Championship one. Brighton Hove Albion are leading a 4-horse race. It was 4-horse race earlier, but Sheffield United have gone out of the interest. So then it's now a 3-horse race. Brighton Hove Albion lead a 3-horse race for one of the Championship's quality strikers from Brentford, Maupay. Now, Maupay is Maupay or Maupay, 1 to 2. I think it's Maupay. A very quality striker, I have to admit. Last season, he played incredibly well, caused Borough a lot of problems, caused a lot of teams a lot of problems, scoring incredibly decent goals. So I think if he stays at Brentford this season, he's going to have another good season. If he goes to the Premier League, I think Brighton would be a suitable decision because Brighton's lower in the Premier League. And that's not disrespect, but it'd be a better Premier League team for him to go to than him trying to go to one of the top 6 teams. He's not good enough for that. Would he suit the Premier League? Maybe. It just depends. It's a totally different ball game. The teams are a lot difficult. So who knows what's going to happen, but you never know. He might suit it. He might not. We'll have to see. But I don't know if you watch. I don't know if you watch much of the Championship at all.
I watch it sometimes, but
yeah,
I don't really watch Championship that much.
Well, we'll go on to the final one quickly. We've got 1 more left, and if we can do it very quickly before the klaxon goes, about 20 seconds or so. So, Napoli want Wilfred Zaha for 60 million quid. Now, if this happens, I don't think it will happen because I know for a fact that Zaha wants to leave. Zaha wants to leave. He wants to leave Crystal Palace, and
I thought he was going to Arsenal.
yeah, but Crystal Palace rejected it. Crystal Palace don't want to get rid of Wilfred Zaha, yet Wilfred Zaha wants to leave Crystal Palace badly, and I don't know why. Just doesn't. I don't think he likes being at the club, and you have to respect his decisions. I think he's just taking it the wrong way. And if he does go to Napoli, I think it'd be all right. But 60 million, it's less than what Crystal Palace were wanting. Palace still want 80 million, so I highly doubt they're going to accept that offer from Napoli. And just as I say that, I don't know if you heard that, but the klaxon went. It was a bit quiet, man, I'll admit. But the klaxon has just gone, unfortunately, and that ends today's show. But yeah, Napoli want Zaha for 60 million. We'll literally just get to the end of this. Do you think Zaha's going to leave Crystal Palace for 60 million? And if he goes to Napoli, do you think he'll suit the Serie A? Very quickly.
Oh no, because they do have decent forwards already, like Mertes and Milk. So I can't see him joining Napoli. I think it will be a really strong move for him, but I don't think he'll get enough game time at Napoli.
Yep. Okay, fair enough then. Fair enough. You've heard it from him. And I think he wants to leave Palace, but he's not going to leave Palace. I don't think he's going to leave. I think he'll be there for the season. And, you know, if he does leave, I'll be, you know, I wouldn't blame him, but I don't think he'll go. I think Palace will just keep him this season. But that's it. That's it. Listen, mate, thank you very much for coming on tonight. Absolute pleasure as usual. Next week, we will be joined, hopefully, by Dan. If Dan isn't on next Thursday, it does mean that I will be doing the show solo. Because Dan is the final guest. I mean, he said he's unsure whether he's going to be fine for next week, but I'm just hoping he is. If not, then I'm going to do it on my own, and I'll just put Dan down for next series. And then, of course, next week's the final episode for the series, and then we have episode 13, which is the bumper episode with a very, very special guest. Listen, thank you very much for joining. Mate, thanks very much for coming on, mate.
You're welcome.
And look forward to the next time. Check out the United 2. Link is in the description. That is today's guest. Nick Mills can't wait to start doing the videos again. Bring on the season. The football channel's put Thomas Hawley is Butterfingers and Dodge. Good keeper, says Nick. Football channel's put made too many mistakes. Nick Mills put no to the Sahar thing. Rashford's put Sahar wants European football. Yeah, but will Palace allow him to go? Don't think so. Liam Martin's put see you tomorrow, mate, for the first championship game of the season. Luton v Bow, hoping for a good game. I'll see that. The preview will probably be either premiering later on tonight or it'll be premiering about midday tomorrow. So something around that time. I'll try and get it up as soon as I can, just when I can finish editing. And then, of course, the live watch along will be starting about 7:15 or 7:30, something around that time. And of course, the match, I think, is a 7:45 kickoff on Sky Sports. So we'll see you tomorrow for the live watch along of the Luton v Borough game. The predictions will be open once the preview's up. Your predictions will be open till kickoff, and your predictions will be open on the live watch along till kick-off as well. I'm looking forward to it. First game tomorrow in Championship. Hopefully it'll be a belter. Thanks for coming on, mate. Thank you everyone for watching. And from us here on Dazzer's Transfer Show, have a fantastic night. From us here, have a great night. Guten Abend. Well, not Guten Abend. That means good evening, sorry. But as I say, have a great night. Gute Nacht. Good night.